Alright! Bringing energy to the video. So, this is about how we do one thing is how we do everything. Although, I find that I don't always follow that. So, I've been taught how we do one thing is how we do everything. And there's certain things that we do in certain parts of our life that really work. I'll give an example shortly. But then in other parts of my life, I don't use that same muscle. So I'm not being literal with this whole muscle concept, but it's developing a certain skill or a certain procedure in one area, but then not letting it carry over to another area of life where it probably would really make a huge impact. So let me give you an example with me. So my office, it's not perfect when it comes to organization, but it's really organized when it comes to if you were to go around at different, direct sales offices, through different type of industry or different type of direct sales companies, I'd say we rank very high up there when it comes to being organized. But if you were to go to my house, my personal, what I would quote unquote call my personal life stuff, it's a mess. That's my perception, okay? Like it's not organized, and it's caused me, well, my choice to be unorganized has then caused, and the impact has led me to being like stressed out about it, like bills and. So it's like my personal bills, it's like, whoa. But then my office and my business, and my business is totally organized, totally everything's on time, So the other day I was thinking about that as I was like getting stressed out about like my organization at home. I'm like, wait a minute, why don't I just do what I do in my office and then just do it at home? Which to the ordinary person, it's like, duh, Joe. I shouldn't say the ordinary person. That's not what I mean. Don't take that the wrong way. As if I'm extraordinary. What I mean is to like most people on this planet. So they would be like, well, duh, that's not like profound. And that's usually how a lot of things work. It's like things we come up with that make a difference for us. Everybody else catches on to it already. We probably should ask them for advice because like they see it, but a lot of times we don't. So anyway, the whole point is that take a look at certain parts of our life that we do things that we know work, and then look at other parts of our life where we're stuck a bit. And ask ourselves, well, how can I just start to do the same thing? Like that muscle I developed in one area, how can I carry it over? I mean, you could look at it differently. You could just say, hey, I'm challenged. Like I finally paid attention to me being stressed out. Bless you.
Thank you.
You're welcome. All right, and so I paid attention to being stressed out or overwhelmed because of my organization or lack thereof at home. And I finally paid attention to it. I said, this isn't the way it has to be. So anyhow, so I was like, you know what? Let me take a look at elsewhere in my life that I have, again, power, strength, organization, all that. And I said, okay, let me just mimic that. So anyway, it was simple. I took a crate from here in my office, one of those like portable filing crates with a bunch of file folders, and I went home and I just started organizing things the way I would do it if they were here in my office. And boom, made a huge difference. So anyway, summing up this video, actually I just did sum it up. You get the point, okay? So let's really abide by and follow this whole concept of how we do one thing is how we do everything. And let's give ourselves permission to take what we do really well, quote unquote well, and just have that carry over to multiple areas of our lives.